Danny, welcome back to Rover today. How does it feel to be back at Ewood Park?
Very strange. Obviously, coming back and not being downstairs preparing for a game is a little bit strange. But it's always nice to come back and get invited back to Ewood. It's a special place and it's a club I hold close to my heart.
And you're back here for a match between two of your former clubs in Swansea City. What's your plan for today then?
Yeah, obviously we've come down. We're going to have some food as a family. Obviously we've got a few question and answers and a couple of lounges, and hopefully enjoy an entertaining afternoon of football. So that's the plan. Hopefully Rovers can continue the good form they're on, winning the last three. If they get 40 today, it propels them up the league again, which everyone wants to see.
And I'm sure you'll be chatting to the fans, getting a lot of photos, autographs, things like that. You have a great relationship with the Rovers support, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's what made my time here so enjoyable and successful. I think the rapport I had with the fans, not only the fans, the staff around Ewood, the training ground, everything seemed a perfect fit for me after a difficult time with Sunderland. So it's great to come back here. I come back here and I instantly smile, and to be looking out on the Ewood Park pitch today is it's going to be something special. And like I say, hopefully the boys can get the 3 points.
And you scored plenty of goals out there and played a big part in our promotion back to the Championship. What are some of your stand-up memories from your times in the Rover shirt?
I would probably say the promotion year. After having such a difficult time in the Championship under Owen Coyle and Tony Mowbray are coming in and sort of re-galvanising us, and I think I've always said this in interviews, if Tony Mowbray had come in a month beforehand, I think we would have been safe. But listen, the club was where it was. We went down, but I think that season in League One pulled the fans and the players back together, and it sort of got a rapport going. And we were travelling away to Bury, and we had more fans at their place than they did in the home game. And I think it brought the club back together. I'm not saying it was a good thing, because at the time it was devastating, but looking back now, I think that League One season has sort of helped Rovers sort of kick on a bit more.
And like you say, we've managed to kick on, and we've got quite a young squad at the minute, but they're getting better every week. What's your viewpoint on Rover so far this season?
I think it's the Championship's such an unpredictable league, and prior to the last three games, Rovers won a bit of a bad run. Now it's flipped over, which is great. When you have a lot of young lads, it's finding that consistency, which hopefully they're starting to find now. If we get another result today, that's perfect. But exciting times to be a Rovers fan, because the players coming through, I think, are of a top level. So if they get nurtured well, I think we've got some really good players on the books.
Like to say, there's a lot to be positive about the minute with those 3 wins in a row, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you've got to, especially in the Championship, because it can turn so quickly. So the 3 results in a row have been great. Obviously QPR away, 4-0, Cardiff 1-0, and then to back that up away at Millwall, which is a tough place to go and get 3 points, is great. So I'm sure the boys in the dressing room will be looking to get another 3 points on the board today.
And the fans have enjoyed that, and they've played such a big part in the season. Rovers is a club that plays a huge role in its community. How important a role is that for a football club?
I think it's massive. Even when I was here, the club was massive in the community. There was lots of players going out doing players appearances, and whether it was schools, hospitals, local businesses, whatever it was. I think it's massive. The games I've been watching, it looks as though the fans are coming back in the numbers as well, which is great, because the fans have such a pivotal part to play. And I think we've seen that in League One, certainly, where if they get behind us, and the Oxford game was one that stands out. It was a full house, and to have that in League One, the more fans they get into Ewood, I'm sure the more the players will react to that.
And you mentioned those player appearances, and they're organised through Blackburn Rovers' official charity, the Blackburn Rovers Community Trust. They do all number of things across the borough, and it really benefits the people of Blackburn Down, doesn't it, this stuff they could do?
I think it does. I think it sort of gives the fans a bit of a connection with the players and everything like that. It's certainly with the club as well, because I remember players' appearances, there was probably 6 or 7 of us going out on one day, so all over different parts of the Blackburn Down region. So I think that just makes the fans feel appreciated, and to have a sort of a connection with the club, which I think is vital.
And ultimately, that's crucial, isn't it? Because the fans are the lifeblood of Blackburn Rovers.
The fans are the heartbeat of the club. Yeah, without the fans, there's no Blackburn Rovers. It's as simple as that, and that's for any team. But Blackburn fans have been great over the last 4 or 5 years. I think since that League One season, I go back to that again, and I think since then they've got behind the team in numbers, and they've travelled up and down the country very well. I think there was over 1,000 in Millwall Tuesday, Wednesday night. So that just shows, you know, they have a massive part to play while this football club grows.